Man, there's nothing worse than putting your helmet on and then realizing that you didn't brush your teeth. Blech. Alright, guys. Welcome back to Me and My Shadow. Currently 59 degrees here in Texas. Beautiful day. So, I was out of town over last weekend, and then got back, and every single time I fly, I sit next to somebody, and there are packed flights both going up to Omaha, Nebraska, and coming back to Dallas. And every single time I get on a flight, I sit next to somebody who's coughing and sneezing. So needless to say, I got back to a packed schedule for my lawn care business of people that I needed to take care of this week. And got to do so with a head cold. So if you hear me sniffling and sneezing a little bit, I do apologize. I will try my hardest not to snot in your ears. Oh, it's a good trip. Got to see where I used to live, where I grew up again after years, decades of not being back there. Most importantly, got to see my dad, kind of see how he's doing. I'm not going to get into great detail about it, but I will say that he's in the beginning stages of Alzheimer's. Now, that's not to say that he doesn't remember anybody or anything like that. He's not quite to that point yet, but he didn't remember a lot. Let's put it that way. A lot of things that you and I would normally remember. So I got to take my dad on a little adventure. And that's what this one's about. That's what this video's about. Adventure at any age. A little bit of background. I grew up in Elkhorn, Nebraska, which is a small town that was not a part of Omaha, Nebraska. Moved there when I was like in third grade. Lived there till 1999 or so. So I spent quite a lot of time in a train. Of course, a train. That's all right. We'll just go down this way. We'll avoid this like the plague. Anyway, growing up in Nebraska, there's a lot of, you get used to the area and stuff like that, and my dad just simply did not remember. So I got to take him on a little journey, a little trip down memory lane, and it was really nice to see him remember some things, some areas that we used to live in and places we used to go to and things like that. It was all really, really fun. I don't mean to get too personal. Just trying to set the stage to suffice to tell you that you can have adventures at any age. And us, those that ride motorcycles, are particularly lucky because we get to have adventures on bikes. So it doesn't matter what your age is. If you're older but you're young at heart, or if you're just young at heart, you can get out there and explore new roads and have adventures, and that's why riding is so good. I talked to a guy that's been riding for 30 years, and he put it the best way I know how to put it, or one of the best ways I've heard to put it anyway. He said, I've been riding for over 30 years, and every time I get on the bike, it's like a new adventure. So my point being that we're lucky, because not only do we, most of us anyway, are pretty young at heart, I would think. We also have a good sense of adventure, and we can experience that adventure on these motorcycles, these things of beauty. With age comes wisdom. But just because we're getting older does not mean that we have to give up on our adventurous life. A trip to the grocery store to get a frickin' loaf of bread and a gallon of milk and some eggs, well, I don't know about eggs on a bike, I guess, maybe, can be an adventure, man. It can be such an adventure. Any time that we're allowed to get out and ride is an adventure. It doesn't matter if you're going to work, coming home from work. It doesn't matter if you're out for just a Saturday ride, if you're a weekend riding warrior or not. It has come to my attention, it was brought to my attention by my beautiful bride, that, you know, I kind of ride around the same spots and I don't show you guys a whole lot of new scenery, and I've made some choices that I'm going to change that. So this will be the last video that you kind of see as far as just like neighborhood riding and stuff like that. I understand this got to get really boring after a while. So instead of a lot of neighborhood riding and stuff like that, we're going to go take some more adventures. And I'd promised that earlier videos that at the end of 2023 and into 2024, I was going to take you guys on longer rides, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. Shout out to Rico. We do have to get together for a ride. He sent me a suggested ride that we're going to go on next. It's called the Lizard's Tail, and I have absolutely no idea what this is like. He said that it's a lot of fun. I don't know if it's a lot of twists and turns. I don't know if it's a lot of curves. I don't know what it is, but we're going to figure it out together. We're also going to be going out to a few lakes around here and taking some longer, awesome adventures. Why are all the police out today? My goodness gracious. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 police cars? Wow. I guess maybe it's because Texas won the World Series, so they're going to be out in force, making sure that people aren't enjoying themselves too much in driving, if you know what I mean. So the main thing, guys, that I am trying to say in a nutshell is life is too short. And if we don't get out there and enjoy it, then we're going to live with regrets. By visiting my father, it made me realize that he'd done pretty much, he's not at the end of his life or anything like that. Okay? He's facing a tough illness and he knows it's coming. But in talking with him, I found out that he really did just about everything in his life that he really wanted to do. If you don't get out and enjoy life, and you don't get to do the things and you don't do the things that you want to do, and you just sit around and talk about it and say, you know, someday I'm going to do this, you're probably never going to get there. And then at the end of the day, you're going to have regrets. But in speaking with my father, he didn't have any regrets. He did everything in life so far up to this point that he's wanted to do. So instead of sitting and wondering about it, he did it. And we have sitting in our garages the perfect machine to do it on. To not only experience the adventures in life, but experience them in a unique and different way. We can experience them on motorcycles, in nature, not just in a car. With my wife, I'd like to be able to go out to a couple of cities that are close by, show you guys some sights, show you guys some cool stuff that's going on. But the first one we're going to do is the Lizard's Tail. And I plan on getting that video shot within the next week, so you'll be seeing that soon. And it's not because, and I'm doing this because I want to show everybody, as you get older, it doesn't mean that you have to have less adventure. I'm doing this because I want to show everybody that as we get older, it just gets better. It's too easy. It's too easy to sit around and stagnate and do what is safe all the time. It's just too easy to do that. Whoa, this road is terrible. Okay, we're past that. So, let's go have some adventure. Let's go have some fun. Let's do what these motorcycles were made to do, which is to ride and explore new roads, and that's exactly what we're going to do. If you are older and you're just sitting around watching TV and your bike's sitting out in the garage and you just haven't ridden it, I want to inspire you to get out. So that's one of the major changes to the channel. Besides the fact that there will be a new bike in my barn, or garage, as they call it, there will be a new bike in my near future. Well, within the year anyway. In 2024, that's the goal. Unless something unforeseen happens. Look at this beautiful pond. How nice. So, new bike, new roads, new topics, always. New adventures, man. So I want to thank everybody for subscribing to the channel, and thank you for watching today. If you enjoy these videos and you want to see more scenic stuff, number one, stay tuned, or you can always check out one of these videos down here.